I'm someone Inzide. I'm just someone. Someone works. Someone across everything. Someone inside on Twitter. Someone inside on YouTube. Someone inside on Twitch. I'm someone inside. And today I'm going to attempt to be doing the things with the things. I'd never finished putting this up. I like having spares inside. There. Okay, so what should we do today? I know I need to make more energy cells, so let's do that. This will be thermal dynamics, or thermal expansion. I keep saying dynamics. It's part of it. So I don't know how many energy cells I'm going to make. I don't know how many it'll allow me to make. I don't know how many materials I have. But that's part of what we're going to do. We're just going to make batteries today. Because I need to make batteries. I need to make all the batteries. So with thermal expansion, we have mechanism and thermal expansion. I prefer thermal expansion because I didn't quite understand why they were using mechanism. With thermal expansion, like I understand with like the quadrupling setup and stuff, that's awesome. Expensive and time consuming if you don't have the parts, but great if you do have all the materials needed. But no, so we're gonna make the other parts of the energy cell. That's JEI. Working on getting lead. I should have enough glass. I do need to make more sand. Alright. So let's see what else we will need. So that's 3. How much electrum do I have? I don't have much, so gold and silver. I'll just go ahead and make, since I keep needing to make it, let's go ahead and make it. Alright. And at some point in time, I will make quick little vids. I don't know if anyone's been to my YouTube channel or if anyone's watching this. If you're watching this, I have highlights and then I also post them to YouTube, and it's quick little snippets because I Google stuff, I look stuff up. If I can't find it, I don't want to watch a video that's 5 minutes long where they explain what you're actually there for 30 seconds or less, and the rest is them just talking about stuff. So live streaming, yes. Also do highlights, brief snippets, and then with those highlights I'll either edit them down, or it's like, oh, if you had a question about this, here's a 30-second video. I'm not getting ad revenue from it or anything like that, but I put it there so that if anything happens, other people know. This is how it's done, or this is why, or this is a what. Or if you're using this mod and you were having these problems, this is how to fix it. So that's how I work. Screech, screech, screech. Okay, I already made one, but that block of redstone. 3. So energy cell, which was this, which was this. Redstone block. This uses electrum, redstone. And all of this I'm doing in the crafting terminal, connected to my Applied Energistics 2 digital storage system, so I don't have to keep running through chests and boxes, it's just all there. And shift clicking to get it down. I'm gonna go enchant all of them, because I needed to make multiple batteries, so chores! Making batteries. I posted a video on how to make books, but instead of books, this tends to be, sorry about that, fairly lucky. And then it's not going to try to put, there was one where it was putting electrical fuel efficiency from one mod. So holding 4. 2 more. Shift or sneak. Holding 3, see that's an issue. But we do have other stuff, and instead of like just You can either put books down and try again, but I had stuff that I wanted to enchant. So instead, I'm going to see if it'll give this holding 4, if it gives it holding 3. If it gives it holding 4, then I'll try again with the other one. Nope, holding 3. So those all count as the same thing. Book, just in case. Feather falling 4. Go for it. Usually you go for the least expensive thing, but I'm interested in feather falling. I don't know if I have it on my boots, just in case the wings. I do not, so I can put it on my bouncy boots if I wanted to, or on other boots that aren't tinkers, or just not enchantable. Try again, holding 4. So, we're doing the energy cells first. Holding 4. Levels. I don't wanna... I'm thrifty. I don't know how many levels it takes, like lower levels to make the next level, but the more levels you have, the more experience it takes. So instead of just, like, filling up my bar to, like, I don't know, level 36, I do it to 30 over and over again, because I might end up spending up to, I don't know, 15 levels? Just dropping it like that. Like, per item at the higher levels. That doesn't quite make sense. It's using more levels, the higher up you go, it uses more experience. And I don't want to use up my experience. Yes, I'm enchanting. Was I going to... I don't need to enchant that. Everything's holding 4. Holding 4. Have an extra book. What do I... can... I'll get rid of that. You could store the books in chests, but this gives you enchanting power. Sorry about that. Mumble, 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 mumble. Alright, and I have more lapis in my storage system. And I'm just right-clicking to get rid of my levels. Not get rid of them, but to store them back in the book. Alright, so all of these are enchanted. What else should I do with these? I'm going to upgrade them. And I have this one. It's fully enchanted, fully upgraded. 150 million redstone flux. I'm gonna pop it. Put in the teleporter. Guess I'll be demonstrating teleporters. Because I'm going to use and set one. Oh, sorry about that. Sorry about that. Telemarketers! Yay! I should put my phone on silent, but I don't in case of emergencies. And right now, all of these are set to output on the bottom, where you see it's orange. Blue is input, orange is output. This one's getting it in from the side, so it's charging. Input. They were taking it in from their side, where they're connected, and then dropping it out through the bottom, which is not what we're going for. So these are all going to start charging. They're all enchanted to holding 4. This one should be draining. Yes, they're all enchanted to holding 4. Now we're going to make upgrade kits. This is all thermal expansion right now. I think it's just thermal expansion. Yeah. Alright. So, thermal expansion. Using JEI. It's Googling in Minecraft. I don't know if I have all the stuff that I need. If I don't, I can make it pretty quickly. I should check to see if I had any kits. That's Applied Energistics 2 digital storage system. I like, so I don't have to run around in chests. There's someone on the server who made a bin system, and they had ducts going to all of them, and they've got probably 100+ bins that they use. And these are bins. This one's an elite bin. I don't think I have any. That one's a basic bin. But yeah, those you run through. And you have to go from one level to the next to the next. So, basic bin. Advanced. And I'm just right clicking to make an elite bin. This holds 262,000 items, but somebody on the server found the caches, and I've got a stone one that I enchanted and upgraded. It holds 1.5 million of one item, and again it's thermal expansion. If you see at the top, I have Wayla. We use Wayla, or what am I looking at? It's a mod that shows hearts, health, whatever you're looking at. What you're looking at, the mod on it, not necessarily the power or something, depends on what the mod is. So it's compatible or not. Oh, did I upgrade kits? So do I have the Invar? Do I need to make it? I need to make 3 of these. I had enough to make 3. I made 3 bronze. I need to get the silver out. Smelter. I need to make more sand, and when I say make more sand, I'm literally making sand versus going out and getting it. This is to make it to where I don't need lava in order to, like, make obsidian. I can bulk craft it. This one can make sand, and all I have to do is provide water. So, and I had a water tank. I think that other ender tank was set to orange is out, but blue is in. It might be set to input, which would be bad. We'll know when it starts filling up. Then we can just empty it. So, resonant tank. Come on. Aw, not cool. I'm so coordinated. But this is why I have this notch, so I can fly under here. Blue for input, orange for output. It is filling up that other tank. So what we're going to do is, because it can't take water, we're having it drain out as well. Alright, so, and we need more lava, but it's draining out. It's good. Oh, actually, that's quite unfortunate. Yeah. I probably have a backup tank. Yep. Because my thing filled with lava and it wasn't supposed to. Not quite sure where all the water is cycling back and forth from the different systems. That's awful. Yeah. I'm gonna worry about that later. Are you finished? Hurry up. Do it faster. Faster. I don't think you can mix. Yeah, you can't. Otherwise, yeah, that's liquids only. I was like, wait, is it gonna fill it up with obsidian? But no. I've got multiples of these, and it's cycling the water back and forth through them. And I'm not quite sure why. This is set to fill. Just go ahead and pop this if it won't stop. Fill. Are you done yet? I don't know where all the water is being shunted to. And from... no. Dancing. You're good? You're gravy? There's no more water in you? Because it looks like there's still water in you. Because you're not pulling out the lava. Alright. So, putting that back. Harden fluid up. Servo. It pulls from the tank faster than it fills it. So that I can use it for other things. It's still full of water. I'll fix that later when I'm not streaming. Okay. Upgrade kits. So there's that. Silver. Yeah, that was unfortunate. I probably should have popped that first. Set it up. Because what I need to do is grab lava. Nope, I just have a bunch of water. How much water do you have? Enough for me to empty it. Put that back up. That one I need for lava. I've got multiple satchels. And they store things automatically and not automatically, so I have the tank, which is cycling water back and forth. I was going to get a fluid duct. This one does power as well. I don't need it to. And just this regular tank. Now it's doing lava like it was supposed to. Cycling lava back and forth, and all the ones with the same code will do it over and over again, which is how the water from over there, make sure this is on fill. If it's on empty, I can end up dumping it on the ground. I'm right clicking right now, but it's not set to empty. So, there's that. And so that needs lava. Water. When I had the other specialization, you can only have one in there at a time. When I had the other one in, it didn't need water to make obsidian. This one is churning out sand because I have that water tank on there. And it doesn't need the lava. It needs at least one bucket to start producing. At least one bucket to start producing, and then it's fine after that as long as I keep feeding it water. I fill this bin up, and then I use this bin on the induction smelter. It's set to pull it in from the top and poop it out the back, but I turned that auto output is disabled. Auto input's enabled though. And I keep having this one. This does fluids and power, but I don't use it. I made it on accident. So, silver gear. And I need it to make more silver. No, we'll do a full stack. Put away that, because again, that's very useful. You can use it to make clay, you can use it to make dirt. That sounds like, why would you want to make it? So you don't have to go out and terraform the world. You could just throw it in a crafting table and mix it up, especially with the digital storage. It can do it in bulk. So, electrolytic separator. I was supposed to fix this. I think I have this backwards again. Chlorine. seems to be fine because it's not facing the way it looks like it's facing. You can rotate them because they have to have the right side on the right thing. This is full. So let's swap it out. I have them producing faster than they drop it out. So there's that. Sorry. Mechanism, basic injecting factory, chemical infuser, electrolytic separator, and electrolytic separator. Apparently this one is facing away from me? Yeah. Hopper to pull anything that jumps out of the basic purifying factory because the ducts will sometimes toss it out. There's an obvious accumulator somewhere below me. Basic purifying factory feeds into the basic crushing factory, which feeds into the enriching factory, which I don't have it feeding directly into my digital storage system. I have it going to an ender chest first, and then the ender chest is connected over here because I kept redecorating and rearranging. So I just dropped the chest there versus running another line over. And if anyone else on the server wants to use my setup, which I don't know if anyone has, all they have to do is pop my chest, and if they have their own chest, they can use their own chest. And I do not have the light overlay mod on. Press F4. There's different ways to mod it. Or not mod it, but configure it. Okay, so making silver so I can make more upgrade kits. Because now we're at the electrum point. Really? Did I not make it? Or did I just get it in place and never pull it out? Might have gotten it in place and never pulled it out. I apologize for that. There's 2, and if you do Thaumcraft, we have Thaumcraft 6. If you do Thaumcraft, you can scan all these different things that you're making. You could scan the pulverized powders. If you have different mods that have different ores, sometimes the different ores will be scannable, and they'll give you knowledge. And then, do I have electrum gears? I do not have electrum gears for hardened glass. I don't have obsidian pulverized, so I'm going to pulverize some obsidian. That's refined obsidian dust. Taking it over to the pulverizer. I do not need this many. Alright. And while that's working, we're up to this. We're still going to need some for that. Check silver. Should have been popping it out by now, unless it's going somewhere else. I see you flashing. Are you putting it out? I was making lead. Well, that's why I'm not getting any silver. Speed upgrade on that. Yeah, this is how I play. I'm like, oh, I need to do this, oh, I need to do that. At the time, it wasn't important. Oh, there's a speed upgrade. Do I have the stuff to make it? I do not. This is already processed. Pulverizer. You are taking a very long time to do that. Oh, you don't have any speed. Smelter, put in the obsidian first so that you don't end up just processing a ton of lead and then having to put it back through the whole process. configured to auto eject out the back. That's silver now. We can pop that out real quick. This is a coke oven. To take that out, it is just a regular furnace, not a coke oven. Pop it back in, it is now a coke oven again. Alright, now we're working on one more of these. I don't have to do all 3 of them at one time, but I want to do all 3 of them at one time. Did I not? I didn't pull it out again. I don't know why I keep doing that. I like see it and I'm like, oh, it's fine. It's good. We got it. Got it. Alright. Next level. Snow. I have snow. I didn't want to have a ton of snowballs taking up space on my digital storage system. The stacks do take up data. And yeah, so you can fill them up with 63 different types. If it shows something like 61 and it's not fully used, it's because there's either something was taken out of there or there's multiple stacks of one item taking up space. And it doesn't have any room to do anything else. Not quite sure why I'm doing it like this. I'm going to get all the snow. And while I'm playing around, Tinker's Tools, Matic. It's like an axe and a hoe. Kind of like a shovel, though. Yeah. And then excavator, it's a 3x3 shovel. So, those are just different things you can make with Tinkers, which is fun. So if you see any weird multicolored tools, they're usually Tinker's items. You pick the part materials and make them. This is Thumbcraft, but yeah. Different head, different body, different, yeah. And the book and the tool forge or station you craft them on will tell you what you need. So the reason I wanted to get snow was for this. Alright. It's set to fill, not empty. Grab my book. So dumped it in there like a bucket. Set to fill. Grab a stack of snow. And it'll start turning it into Blizz powder, and it'll automatically pull it out. And how are you going? It's still making sand, versus me going out and making it. Pulverizer. I don't know why I took out one of the processing things. You can either slap it on, thermal expansion, which will put it in there, or you can open this up and drag it in there. But I turned off the auto output, so it wasn't just throwing it out the back end. Making those speed upgrades. Could only make 2. And now I forgot what machine I wanted to put these on. That's awful. Enrichment chamber. Because it wasn't an issue when I first made it. Do you have one? You do not, but you're going fast enough. You, on the other hand, are not. So this is going to be 2 out of 8. It's going to speed it up. Not by much, but I can make more. Alright. And I have iron doors because I'm doing Thumbcraft and stuff either randomly generates or randomly spawns, and I don't want to be attacked in my house, running around, and yeah, just going from one room to the other to find out that they can break down doors or blast through doors. I'm very panicky and I don't like combat, so the snow is still being turned into blizz powder. Recipe. And we need more snow. Give. And that might not be enough. Give me 2 more. I can always pop more snow later. And we need 6 because it's 2 per with the signalum. Signalum is made from 3 copper, dust, pulverized copper, or copper dust. I'm not quite sure what mod you're going to use, like if you use thermal foundation on top of it. 1 pulverized silver or silver dust, and then destabilized redstone bucket or liquid redstone. I usually dump 10 redstone inside of a magma crucible instead of a block of redstone, because if I have redstone ore, I can get 12 redstone out of it. I'm thrifty. And I need to make more signalum so I can demonstrate, actually. Unless I have some unprocessed signalum. And then induction smelter. Take sand out. It would be automatically feeding it, but I took that out. Alright. Got the recipe for signalum. But if you have tinkers, it's a doubling system. If you put 1 iron ore in here, it'll give you enough for 2 ingots. And that doesn't require machines or power, it does require lava. I have that in the other room, but signalum blend. This is one of the recipes where if you have a bauble or a portable tank or something like that, even if it's enchanted or whatever, it's not going to destroy it. It'll take what it needs out of it. There are other mods that aren't compatible. When I put in a bauble or a tank to bulk craft, it destroys the item and makes 1. So instead of making 10 or 20 at a time, I make 1 and I have to recreate the item. But Tinker's Construct, seared bricks, it's grout. Sorry, I over-explain things. But yeah, it's grout, it's clay, gravel, and sand, and then you cook it. Yep, hold on. Usually you don't have that. And then you make bricks, and it takes the bricks to make all these different things. 4 bricks to make a brick. This casting bin. You can make a block. If you have enough materials in here to make a block of anything, I've got enough to make a cobalt block. That'll make a block of cobalt. And hold on, if you put a clay brick down, there's also casting. I'll do tinkers at a different time, but that's going to make a block of cobalt because I had enough cobalt to make a block. And we're doing signalum, level, herb strip. And while I'm here, I'll just make a ton, because I'll be upgrading other items as well. Magma Crucible, Ender Pearl, it'll make liquid Enderium. But we're back to this. Need another electrum gear. Alright. And then the next step up from that, pyrotheum. Do I have any chromium? I do. I don't know how much. I had enough. Blaze powder. I use cinder pearls in a photogenic insulator. I have another video where I talk about that. I also have a YouTube channel that I upload like snippets of my live streams, and I'm gonna make like this is how I did it, because I don't fight. I didn't get these from killing things. I got them from a machine, because I'm a coward. I panic when I fight, and I'll end up just like swinging, which is bad. Does not help. Not helpful at all. But we have 2 of these kits, and you can either slap them on one at a time. I'm gonna show something. Be very careful if you're using thermal expansion. If you slap this on any other machine, if it can take it, it can. But you have to go through the levels. See? 1. That's one up. This is the 3rd tier. It will not work because it's not ready to take it. Basic. Or 2nd tier, actually. Works. You can also... It's supposed to be the hardened or the Envar first and then the Electrum, but you can make a kit. Which I thought was handy, and it doesn't... I don't think it matters much what order you put them in, as long as you have all of them. So that goes from basic to fully upgraded. On the others... Yep, can't do it like that. Yeah, you have to start off with the basic first and work your way up. This is one chore that I'm dealing with. I need to make a ton of batteries. Lava, I don't need, I can put back. It'll fill itself up first before it actually empties, which can be handy and is sometimes annoying. Ooh. Got stuck on the door. What else would I do? I got snow, knowledge. I can pop the book in there and let it fill up, or I can try to smack at it with the book. In the hopes that it'll fill up versus just filling up the machine over and over again. Drop the snow back off. And now we need to make what's it called? Is it Enderium? Yeah, Enderium ingots. So magma crucible, I dropped some ender pearls in there. It's like either lead and platinum, or let's see, lead and platinum or tin and, yeah, it's lead and platinum. So 3 pulverized lead, 1 pulverized platinum. Platinum's everywhere now, but the way we got platinum before was by putting nickel inside of a pulverizer, because it has that chance for a secondary, and it'd pop out platinum on occasion. Shift left click, crafting all of that. There's more in there. I don't have any more pulverized platinum, but I do have platinum. Don't know what other machines it's... I don't need more, I'm just curious. In JEI, it's Googling in Minecraft. Different ways to get pulverized platinum. And we're going through. I was hoping that I'd be able to, if I could put it in a crusher and enrichment chamber, I wonder if I can put it in anything else. I don't need all that platinum. Will it take it? It will, but it won't do anything with it. So my best bet, it looks like it's putting it in the enrichment chamber or pulverizer. And I'll get pulverized iridium, so we're putting it in the pulverizer. And making sure the pulverizer's output is turned off. But back to making, I think it was just one more upgrade. No, I saw one, but I didn't see the other. Yeah, it's just one more that we need to make. Yeah, upgrade. That's me making 3 different energy cells and enchanting them with holding 4, upgrading them, and I show different ways to use the upgrade kits. Chores! We're doing chores! Chores! Because I always had spare batteries on me. Then teleporter. I have a teleporter pad, which means I just need to put this in here. Now it's powered. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in my lab, which is up top. I built floating islands for my Thaumcraft lab because I don't. Yeah, no, you don't do this stuff around home. You don't play with Thaumcraft, you don't play with reactors, unless you're either really confident or you don't care or you want things to blow up. There are different websites and stuff that let you configure the different reactors based on the different mods so that there's less of a chance of you blowing it up. And there's like blast proof blocks and walls and stuff that you can use. I kind of want to put it by my bed. Yeah, I don't know if it'll... There's something in there. Making sure you need enough space for you to stand. So 2 blocks high, 1 by 2. I'll go ahead and replace that. Yeah. And this is how to set a teleporter pad. You name it. It's going to be private. I'm just going to call it lab. Click, set. And that was the one for lava tank, so... Portable teleporter, or handheld. I'll go home first. I'm back in my home. Switch over to private, go to lab, and anyone with a handheld on this server can access everything on the public list. So if you want something for yourself, put it in private. You cannot share your private links though. And it's checked, it's ready, teleport buttons available. I'm back up top in my lab. So what else were we going to do? We needed to finish making Enderium. We needed to make more amulets. Again, today's a chore day. Because I was going to make sustainers for everyone, I need to make more triple meat treats. Because I don't think I made those in bulk. I like bulk crafting stuff. So if I need it later, I don't have to, like... Nuggets. How many different... I've got fish, I've got chicken, I do not have beef. I do not have beef. What other meats do I have? Chicken, yes. Fish, yes. What else do I have? Fish. And my infernal furnace is in the other room. So I made beef. I don't know if I was making the beef in the redstone furnace in order to get... Do I have rabbit? I do. I don't know if it'll make it though. Beef nugget, chicken nugget, pork, fish, rabbit. Alright, so I'm always terrified of doing these things. What we're going to do is make sure all the other stuff is off the hotbar. I have a brain in a jar. It's supposed to be grabbing the knowledge. Then I have a hungry chest, and on the back of the hungry chest is... It's connected to my digital storage system, so I could just throw food back here and forget about it. Don't know if it did. And was it sugar? Yeah, I have a roost. I have 3. I have to look into it. It doesn't work with everything, but some Thaumcraft recipes it won't. So, what was the triple meat treat? And sugar. Double checking. I think I only made 2 of those nuggets. I'd like to keep 1, actually. Triple meat treat. Yeah, it'll auto-fill it up, which is awesome. And then there was something... It's like, hey... And it's gonna take the dragon's breath. I don't know what this is. Cloud medium, field of energy, strength effects. So, yeah, I've never made it this far in Thaumcraft. Because for one, my computer couldn't handle most of the stuff that I was doing. Or attempting to do. It would just lag horribly. What's I doing? What else is going on with the other things? That's still making sand. Yeah, it's still pumping out sand. There's platinum, so I can make more enderium. Okay, then I have this in the tank. I've got 2 more buckets, so I can make 8 more. And again, it doesn't eat the recipe. It's not just this crafting table. I could do it on a regular crafting bench. That's a metal or manual rolling machine for railcraft. I could do it on the Project Red bench, and it won't do it. If I attempt to use, instead of this bucket, one of my baubles or reservoir, the bauble or reservoir, sorry, the reservoir or the portable tank, sorry, bauble or reservoir, the reservoir or the portable tank will disappear completely, and it'll make 1 item. So I can bulk craft this way. I don't have rebar, so I can't do that right now. But yeah, I have to use buckets. What else? So, chores. We're filling up power cells. We put down the teleporter. We need to make another teleporter because we always have one on us. So, let's see if I have the materials for that. Steel casing. What was in the middle of that steel casing? Osmium. I'll go ahead and make some. Alright. So, we're using this because it's supposed to give us more. And I like having more stuff. I do have a video defending the acid trip, as someone called this decorating style. I was making terracotta for Thaumcraft so I could scan it, and then I just decided to make it in bulk since I had some anyway, and I had a ton of clay and over 3,000 slag with nothing to do with it, so I just made clay out of it. Alright. Not the pulverizer. Alright, and all of those are set to input only. And I've got a tree farm down below. I've got other stuff going on to power my system because the lava was not cutting it. I was like, you go through 7,000 buckets a day or 7 million millibuckets a day with just basic use. And they're like, define basic. I was like, I might have a problem. So teleporter. And you can't, like, if I were to pop this, then no one would be able to teleport to my home. Put this back. Because the teleport pad doesn't exist anymore, and if I were to set the teleport pad back down, the teleport to my home still wouldn't exist anymore until I set that frequency. Inside the frequency, it's where you type it in here and press set, or select a name from the list and press set. So, making teleporter pads. I need to make backup handhelds. I made energy cells. Don't really need to make backup handhelds. I'll attempt to make 1 more. Yeah, I'll see if I can't make 1 more set of this amulet and sustainer. I needed more iron. I ended up going through all my iron because I messed up my mechanism setup and it was only tripling instead of quadrupling, which is bad. So, yeah, I was losing so much because I processed hundreds of different ores. But they're set to process very, very quickly. Alright, and with that osmium I can also do speed upgrades so that enchant or enrichment chamber will work better. Or faster. Iron! But I'm about to make more. I can't do that because my enrichment chambers have coal in them for me to make steel, and I don't want to dump all that coal or carbon. So I'm gonna leave that and we'll work on something else. Which I guess will be the amulet. I'll need to make sure I have enough. I didn't want to be this lazy, but I guess I am. Woohoo! Take what little iron I have already. Is there anything in there? Start processing the iron berries to make wine. Centrifugal separator, and it's kicking it out over there. So I have it setting the liquid out over there. Any of the solids will stay in there. And that can't take anything, and it's set to input, so it's just gonna fill up. It is enchanted, it is not upgraded though, that tank. So, I'm taking my iron, I'm gonna look for some flint, just in case. Then teleport to my lab. Don't remember why the cobblestone. Alright, so I do have alchemical brass, strings, gold. I already made the other amulet, so I don't need to do that. I was making amber lamps because I like them more than torches, and I didn't want to have, like, extensive power systems everywhere because I'd forget what I was doing or where I was going. So I didn't need to make brass. I'm good on that. I don't need to make iron plates. I'll put the amber in here for now. Versus on the table. Cobblestone. And make sure that I'm trying to empty out my inventory because I'm gonna need the space. Alright. One of everything except for Perdicio. I need to go harvest more Ordo. And iron plate. This project workbench is amazing. It acts like a chest and a crafting table, and it doesn't throw the stuff out you're using it. So I think that's spiffy. Alright, Viz resonator. 5. I need to make sure I have enough of the different types of this. I'd rather keep checking than, like, start it and then go, oh. So, 50 Aurum, 50 Vacuos, 100 Potentia. I do not have enough Potentia. I have enough Vacuos. What's the other thing? Aurum, I've got enough Aurum. So, I do have, like, coal and stuff. It'll also give me And there are plenty of other ways to do no this. I didn't realize that these were clogged. Yellow? Hello? Oh, hey! Thank you for following! I'm someone inside. I do have a YouTube channel. I have other stuff I don't want to like advertise while I'm streaming because I am easily distracted naturally. But thank you. Hope you enjoy. And I will be doing instructional, well not instructional, but why didn't anyone tell me? Or I didn't need a 5-minute long video for you to show me this. Videos. Yeah, they're very, very short videos. I think I have one that's like 17 seconds of this is it. And it has the name of what I'm doing and what I was looking for in the title. So, I don't know if it has to be in the order it is in the book or if you just need them. I experiment and I don't know if there's a difference or not. I put that on the wrong one. Alright. But we're not going to turn that on. No. There should be other ways of getting potentia. I don't know what all the ways are. Arg. I usually Google that. Real Google, not JEI or digital storage digital storage system. Alright, so I'm producing. I've got everything I needed. My hotkey is Shift F. I don't know if you were having problems. Always check your hotkeys. It's what you always do if you can't quite remember the key to do it. And it pulls from the room over here. I don't know if it's because it's made, because no, there's regular stone, and then there's sky stone, which is applied energistics. I don't know how many blocks it'll pull from. I don't want to Google it and read a bunch of different information and find out some of the information's from like the first time they did it or Thaumcraft 4. We're using 6, and even when I put it, my Google foo is terrible. Even when I put in Thaumcraft 6, it'll still give me other stuff. But I've seen it pull from the back wall before. So, I've seen it pull from all the way back here. I've seen it pull from the golem press. But I don't know what the range is on this, and I'm doing awful. Alright, I was too confident. Whenever I infuse, I usually have my pickaxe aimed at this until it's finished. If anything happens, I just pop this. Yes, I have to reset the altar and everything, but I'd rather do that than deal with what I was dealing with when I couldn't tell that stuff had been blasted off and I'm just being shocked by bolts and I'm like, why? And they're like, is everything on the altar? It would show all the stuff on the altars, but it would also show copies around the altars. So, yeah. It was bad. So, I'd rather sit there with the pickaxe. And then I don't think I have all the stuff I need to make another sustainer. I need to grab another, or make another potion of regeneration. Besides that, it's Arandesterium. I've got Arandesterium. Okay, so, and I do have that one meat treat, even though I like having one stashed away for anyone who needs to scan these things. Do not eat this. Do not eat it. Okay. And charm. Stop. It keeps, like, every time it changes colors, it looks like you're using it over and over again. So you pick it up and you have a seizure. And air. And I know I have one potion of regeneration. I don't know what it'll take to make another. I have machines that I use instead of burning blaze powder to produce it. I also did make a teleporter pad up here, and if I'm going to use the one to get up here, I might as well use the one to get back home. Because I liked flying up and seeing the islands I made. Because I made floating islands off of a dork tower. It's, you just hop up just that single tile tower, and then you just make a platform off of that and keep going in your desired shape. I built it in levels because I had golems on the other server. I don't know if it was just a problem with my system, but they'd fall through if it was just 2 tiles. I don't know if it was because I was using like polished diorite, or if there weren't enough blocks below them and it registered as a hollow space, but they kept falling through the floor to the floor below. And then just hopping in place, trying to glitch themselves back to the floor above. They're like, I didn't do anything, and then they'd keep hopping. It's weirder when they like fall. I almost had one fall into a smelter. I haven't had any walk over a cauldron. I have had a golem. Like, I built a floor above my farm, because I always build underground. I built a floor above the farm, and I had a rainbow tree from Twilight Forest growing. And I made sure that there was no way for them to hop up from, like, the tree over. But I got to watch them try. I'm like, stop it! Like, they weren't just da-da-da-da and then, like, dropping down. They were climbing up the tree and jumping over, trying to land on the... I'm like, why? So, I forgot what I was doing. Regeneration potions. Yeah, I have 1 potion of regeneration. 2. Potion of regeneration and glowstone. How do I make the potion of regeneration? Just the plain potion of regeneration. Gas tier. And awkward potion. I think that thing over there is all awkward potion. Unless it was water breathing. It's awkward potion. Okay. So, I don't think it'll pull from the tank regardless of what it's set at. It has to be gravity fed. So, output. What the? It drew in water. Because I changed it. Oh look, I've got a bauble. Or a reservoir. Oh look, all the water's gone. So, awkward potion and a gas tier. I don't know how, wait, how much did I have? 3 buckets. So, don't do anything with this. Probably should put the gas tiers in there first. Is there a way to make gas tiers? Yeah. Because I don't want to go out and fight. I tried Pokeballing one and it didn't work. Okay, I tried Pokeballing them multiple times and it didn't work. So, here's to hoping I'm doing it right. And it's going to drop down below, but I don't know how many it's going to take. Alright. So, awkward potion in that one. Potion of regeneration in this one. I don't know how much that's going to make or whether or not I'm going to have, like, just a dropper full. Do I have a dropper just in case? Not here. And it was glowstone. Is there any way to get... I think I've asked that before, and there's no way to get more than 4 glowstone from a block. So I'll just drop it in the enrichment chamber or the pulverizer. What's in the enrichment chamber? Okay. 4 glowstone. And I'd rather make sure I'm doing it right. Potion of regeneration. 2. And It's the 45-second one, not the extended time one. Let's see if this works. Alright. Wasn't sure if I'd have this weird amount left over. Okay. Again, I do everything with machines. I create stuff with machines. I machine with machines. So, it's just gonna say that until I dump it out into something else. So, fluid transposer. Regeneration 2. Okay. And I need to dump this back down. Yeah. And one of these was only holding 3. That's my backup. Okay. So, now we need bottles. Bottles. Not trying to fill that up that way. So, regeneration 2 potions, which are now going up top. And that's how I make potions, if I'm not using rustic. What's regeneration 2 in rustic? Because rustic stacks. Show recipes, advanced, instant health, regeneration. Regeneration 2 is honeycomb and cohosh and marshmallow root. I like that. I don't know if it's compatible. That's something else I can test later. Because those will stack up to 16. These Minecraft potions are 1 slot. Sorry. I put up a teleport pad so I can use it. Yeah, okay. So, and don't drink it. Do not drink it. Don't drink the potion. Okay. What do I need for sustainer? Desiderium. 80 and 80 for both. 70, 152. Are you more air? I turned off auto-collect at one point. I don't remember when. Why are you not being pumped out to other things? You weirdos. Grumble, grumble. That won't work. Ah, full. Full. There we go. Alright. So, decorating. Alright. Like, what's in there that's doing that? Okay. Why are y'all going way the hell back there? Guess I can't complete too much. Incantatio. Alright. Back to randomness. We're going to make 1 sustainer amulet. And take it over to... I'll take it to Strongpaw. I showed him where we were... Kitty had popped a roguelike dungeon, set up torches around one of the Enderman spawners instead of destroying it. Which means that... Oh, sorry. It's mod list. I also have that posted, and I have snippets. Sorry. It's lots. We're playing with... I don't think we're up to 70, but we've got tons of mods. There's Thaumcraft 6, there's Mechanism, Thermal Expansion, and Wayla is at the top where you see it pop up. What am I looking at is what it stands for. But yeah, so when you look, it'll have the name of the mod underneath in italic blue. And I wasn't supposed to leave that. Ha. So, all the mods are visible and you can stop it. And you can see them while I'm playing. If you see something that you're like, oh, that's awesome, then check the top and you'll see what mod it is. And that's a Minecraft mod. Wayla. What am I looking at? Alright, so I've got this and that for strong paw. That needs a battery. I'm charging those batteries. I need to get more desiderium and more air. Now I'm good on air. And I need to... I don't want to say I need to kill and cook more things, but I need to kill and cook more things. Hello, hello. Thank you for following. Hi, hi. But yeah. So if you have questions about what these numbers are on the floor, it's the light overlay. That just means that it's a mod in and of itself. It shows you where things can spawn. So nothing can spawn on these tiles. They're slabs. They're the bottom part of a slab. Upper part of a slab? Numbers. If they're red, that means something can spawn there. At night, I think if it's 0, something can spawn there at any time of day. Alright, so I'm heading over to Powell's. I play with other people, but I can't have Discord open because they've been playing together for years. They've all met at some point in real life, and they know each other's personal business, and they talk about it. You'll hear phone calls and stuff like that with real names, so yeah, I don't play in Discord. Yeah. Alright, where should I leave this? I usually put it on a crafting table. Not a Thaumcraft table. He was making Marcellus Mundus. Paul doesn't have a for me table, does he? Stuff for you, Paul. Yeah, never mind. So this is pause. Everyone has a, like, drop shit here. And I am for mature audiences. I do swear, even if you don't consider it a curse word, I'm not quite sure, and people are easily butthurt and or offended. And it's not because they're honestly offended, it's because they want to get their opinion out sometimes. Focus on me! Type deals. So, yeah, I just put a mature warning up just in case. If you has triggers, I might hit them at some point. Or soft points, sore spots, things. Have blaze I need to make. Am I gonna make more ender stuff? Because I'm good on ender tanks. I made sure to make a ton of them. I have that recorded, but I was in Discord, so I'm going to have to cut that. I have ender tanks, pouches, and chests. And I used them all, and I made multiples for other people so that they'd stop throwing stuff in lava to get rid of it. Speaking of, let's go find some lava. I'm gonna see what happens when you throw a tinker tool into it. They said with tinkers, they're indestructible. When they break, you just repair them. And if you fat finger it and launch it into space, it won't go away. I want to make sure that I don't do it with something I want, though. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the train station. There was lava around there. Yeah, I have a backup of these teleporters in my bag just in case I launch this or drop it or put it in the charger or die and it doesn't get picked up. So, train station. Which is just... He did not... Well, he moved it and renamed it. Okay. I was like, he did not accidentally rename someone else's. But yeah, no, I made the teleporters, I made the things, but he's using the things because I did not want to set up the train. Because, no. That's not fun for... There's lava down there. It's so dark. Why is it so dark? But I'm using the wings mod. Or we're using wings as well. There's lava. But, hold on. They actually animate and move, and the different wings move differently. Before I was using the butterfly wings, and they just kind of flap. Yeah. Not quite sure why I went with that motion, but I did. Okay, so I'm going to demonstrate the electric pump. And these are stone torches. But I don't know if he uses lava. I should probably do it closer to my house. It's, if you clear out an area, then it's kind of your area. Like if you went through and you found a ravine and you torched that whole ravine, all the stuff in that ravine is yours. Someone might ask, who did this area? And somebody might sneak and take some resources from there, but that's why you'll see stuff like all embedded in the wall, diamonds, gold, rare stuff that we do like and do want, but not right now. Because if you clear out the area, it's yours. And I'm looking for some very large lava pools that I remember seeing before. I don't know if they were already drained. Because I did clear part of this out, but somebody else was running through it, so I don't know if they claimed it. There's... oh, I think this is the bigger one. Okay, bigger one. And with the tunnel bore, it drops gravel below it to lay down the tracks, so this might have been one giant pool. With the tunnel bore, it split it in two. I'm not trying to walk into the lava, but I am trying to show you the electric pump. Okay, and for the electric pump to work, it has to hit an adjacent tile. So what we're going to do is, I usually pop one tile and then put it next to it. We're gonna turn away! And there's a pickaxe that I don't care too much for, because I've got terrible luck. Clear everything else off my hotbar so I don't accidentally launch it. Oof. Alright, so Tinker's construct tool. It's Tinker's tool. If you want to get rid of it, you have to have whoever's in charge of the server destroy it. They said it bounces around. I thought it just bobbed in the water, though. This is ridiculous. It's kind of funny. Sorry. Ah! It came back. Sorry. It came back. It bounced around, and then when I was ignoring it, it snuck into my inventory, but I saw it doing it. Okay. Cyan, like gray, I think. Yeah, I already pulled one up. They do stack ender tanks. But that one I have on the still tank in my house, if you were here for it, you saw it. If not, I accidentally put water in one and it kept cycling through the ones that didn't have lava. It was bad. But yeah. Electric pump mechanism. I have speed upgrades in it, 8 of 8. And so what it's doing is it's siphoning the lava. I don't want you. Sorry, putting everything back. I like silk touching things. What I'm doing is I'm clearing out space for my pad, the charged one, showing how to use it. Frequency none, I use it as lava tank, so set lava tank. Now if you try to teleport, or if I try to teleport to lava tank, it should bring me here. It is powered, it doesn't have an anchor in it, does it? It does have an anchor, okay. If I had moved away from this and the chunk despawned or unloaded or whatever, I wouldn't be able to teleport to it, because it doesn't exist. But with the anchor, it keeps the chunk it's in anchored, so I can teleport to it. So what I'm going to do is go home. It has to load because I did kind of travel across, and this is being drained faster than it's filling up, but I have it cycling through. So if I need lava somewhere else, I just put the other ender tank. That's why I carry a spare. It's like, I need lava. Which one's my lava? Lava! So yeah, it's the other one. They're not just paired. They just have the same color code. The other one is coded, or the other one with the same code is on the electric pump, and they're all connected. So it's one giant pump that I'm pumping lava into from an electric pump and also dumping out at the still tank. They have a set inventory space, but you can do interesting things with them. This, I have different color set. This is for sap. Yeah, I have an oak tree up top that has this color-coded tank sitting on top of tubes surrounding it. And I don't think I can get there from here, but I can from here. Different color set. This one's for the tree farm, also feeds into my system. So yeah, when I'm saying I'm bringing everyone ender tanks and ender chests, that's why. Mostly I made sure everyone had one of these chests and I told them it's their new garbage can, stop dumping shit in lava. Hello, hello! And I'm me. I only have one monitor and I can't really look at chat, but I will respond when not when necessary. When I can! I'm still making wine. Kinda forgot. And iron. This is for the wine. Need to process the iron. I thought I dumped a stack. Apparently I only put half of a stack, but that can't be right either. Weird. Alright. What else was I doing? So getting lava, playing with Tinker tools. If you wanna have, like, you can swap out the different bits and pieces. That's Tinker's construct, the Tinker's tools. I'll do it with the shuriken. Yeah, I'll do it with the shuriken. I can't, it won't let me because I don't have enough mods. But these level up and you can keep upgrading them and adding stuff to it. But if I wanted to try to swap a part out, like if I try to swap out the paper, it won't let me because the paper is writing 2. It gave me 2 extra mod slots instead of 1. Yeah. So it's made of silver, which does extra damage. That's what holy is. And it has its whole entire thing. But yeah, you can replace the different bits and parts and experiment to see which ones do more damage and what does what with Hooby do what's this and But if you ever want to get rid of it because you made multiples to test them, you have to ask one of the server mods to actually go in and delete its code, to find its item name or item code and delete it. Or you could toss it into a hole and forget it, but if you go back across that hole, it's going to go back to you or someone else who goes near it. This one does not have power. This one needs to be dropped off so that I remember to put a battery in it. And I made multiple batteries. They're all still charging. And where? Okay, this is my main backup battery. It is empty, but I'm getting power from windmills, from the tree farm down below, from not lava, but I could do biofuel again. If I have too much stuff and want to just toss it, like I can toss the beetroot seeds. Yeah. No. And not crusher. And hopefully that'll fill the biofuel generator, which will help produce more fuel or power. What else was I doing? Auto collect back on. Hotkey is V. If you changed it to something else, you'll have to use it. So I guess I have to kill stuff to get more tasty meat treats, but I don't want to. I have one rabbit. Okay, I don't have like any beef or pork. Do I? No. I have tons of chicken and fish. Oh, speaking of fish, because if you really don't want to go above ground, this is how to make leather. So, you don't have to go fishing. There is a thermal expansion device that does the fishing for you. It doesn't require power. I have it outputting to the chest on top of it. It's full. And then you cook the fish, and then you throw the fish up on a drying rack, which is Tinker's. And it will get you... That's monster jerky. Nope, haven't found any of that. Cooked meats, cooked foods. cooked foods, not raw. Come on. Cooked food. You put in steak or cooked beef, gives you leather. Cooked chicken, leather. Fish, leather. Do I have mutton? I need to check to see if I have mutton. But yeah. And then that other stuff was rustic. Okay. With the Tinker's Construct slime balls, if you dry them, this one is fire resistance. It's from magma slime. And we call these creeper, or I called them, no. Someone was saying something and I thought they said creeper testicle. I don't know how I misheard. But yeah, they're sucking on creeper balls. It's a slime ball on a drying rack, takes 5 minutes, and then it turns into more or less a stackable speed potion. And that's just Tinker's. So, the same thing that gives you the tools that dance on lava and try to sneak back into your bag. What else was it? So, do I have mutton? I don't want to go out and kill things. I don't like combat, like of any sort. I don't want to just go out and go, oh, I'll kill it. If I need wool, I'll shear a sheep. I will shear sheep. Versus going out and just slaughtering them. I should take some wheat. Yeah. I'm going to do wheat. And double check to make sure that has the right priority. Okay. Nope, there's 3 in there somewhere that aren't in that bin. Sorry, I have all of the bins connected in the back. It's Applied Energistics 2. Digital storage system. I have storage buses so I can have external items storing stuff, and then the rest of it, they're in these cells. So, wow, there's a wall there. So I can access all the items I put in there from this one interface. I can have multiple interfaces, and you can have wireless terminals and stuff, and I can craft here like a crafting table. And is there anything else? But yeah, I told people use this as their trash can instead of just dumping stuff. Because one, I like having at least one of everything for Thaumcraft. If I see something I'm not familiar with, I can pull it out, scan it, see if I get any knowledge. 2, I don't like it when people throw stuff away. I'm not like an extreme hoarder. I do throw stuff away, but if I have a box, I'm not going to immediately throw away the box. I'll go, I might be able to use this for something later, like either to repackage something, if I want it to craft in something or paint in something. Just use it as storage, as a storage container. So yeah, I do not throw things away if I can help it. I'll throw away things I consider trash. I'm not going to keep, like, I was going to say I don't keep food trash. I have like these sugar-free drink sticks. I keep their plastic containers, and whenever I make jewelry, if it's a large thing that I can't, I also drink a ton of tea. I've got hundreds of tea boxes. I use those as jewelry containers too. So yeah. I was not supposed to come up here. But no, while I'm up here, I'm gonna keep checking until it comes back. Oh no. Okay. Sorry. I had 4 golems. I planted a ton of oak tree saplings because I didn't expect them all to grow. In bulk, I went AFK, came back, I was surrounded by oak trees, and there were only 2 golems there. So, I don't know if some of the sounds I'm hearing are from, like, I don't know if they fell below the block somewhere, and I don't want to dig up everything trying to get to them. But yeah, I had 4 golems, it dropped down to 2, 1 came back later, I made 3 more, and then I lost another one. So I should have 5 golems, but I've only got 4, and I keep hearing that weird clicking sound that I don't know what it is. Yeah. I don't know what that sound is. So I'm hoping it's not one of them trapped in the ground going, I'm still here, dumbass! By the way, if you see... Oh, I have it turned off. We have journey map. That's what that thing in the corner is. waypoints. Home dipshit on. Lava tank. I could teleport to it. But yeah, up in that mini map in the top corners from Journey Map, you can bookmark it, create waypoint. Well, not waypoints, but points on it. I named this home dipshit because if I'm not paying attention, if I don't have this bookmarked, sometimes I'll come here reflexively without thinking about it. But if I'm looking, I'm not going to be able to find this specific hole in the area. So yeah, some people don't like Journey Map because you see those red dots? And there's arrows on them pointing up or down. It'll show you where mobs are. So yeah. So some people don't allow Journey Map on their servers, I was told. Because of that. Because if they want it to be a surprise, they don't want you avoiding combat. But I do avoid combat. And it's telling me that there are things above and below me. Okay. I have a thermal evaporation plant down here. Or tank down here. There was one red dot that I, for the life of me, could not find. I was like, what is it? Where is it? What is it? Where is it? Where is it? And then this wasn't completely covered. I looked down, and a creeper looked up at me. I was not okay with it. Sorry. Cobalt. Pardon me, I'm not quite sure if that actually came out. Look away, child! Look away! For children. Please don't be any children here, because I'm not a responsible person. Sorry. And I'll just put this in my storage system. I put what was it? Cable facade around it. It's kind of like a duct cover, but for the applied energistic stuff. You can access them from, yeah, behind. It's just that the interface is on the other side. And what else was I doing? I use arcane lamps. I call them amber lamps for lighting because I don't want torches everywhere. Because they're like, some mobs can pop torches. I'm waiting for day versus going to sleep. Some mobs can pop torches. So you have an area perfectly torched, and then suddenly something spawns, and you're like, what is that? And then you go, and there's more dead spots for stuff to spawn. But spruce produces the most resin. I've got 5 spruce trees, arboreal extractors around each, 4 around each, and then underneath is all the fluiducts, and I wanted it to just look like a farm. So I didn't quite get that over here, but I could put, not duct covers, but duct covers? Yeah, duct covers over those to make it look like a tiled floor if I wanted to. Yeah. And it feeds into the still tank as a backup, just in case I can't produce it or these shut down and run out of power. Feeds into the still tank. I have servos, thermodynamics, the still tank, railcraft, you can see underneath. And then thermodynamics, unless you have a small device, in which case it says steel tank gauge, railcraft, steel tank valve, railcraft, steel tank wall, railcraft. But no, and the italicized blue text is the mod. Then servos. To use a servo, I don't know if anyone else has this, you just disable it, unless you wanted to go with a redstone signal. Blacklist, which means none of this stuff can go through this servo. None of it. If I put it whitelist, nothing can go through unless I put it in the whitelist. But yeah, so making resin into sap, and then up top I already, not sap, into tree oil. I showed part of, no, I don't think I showed my tree, I did show my tree oil, did I? I don't know. Anywho, another ender tank. It's the same color code as the one down there. I could have just like run the duct up, but I didn't. Compression dynamos upgraded to signalum. I don't think you can enchant these. I don't know if I've ever tried. But yeah, this is my tree farm for power, because using 7,000 buckets of lava a day was bad. Especially when I couldn't log on because I didn't have a computer! So, yeah. And then this leads up to the windmills. I can also put covers on this to even make it look like just the wall if I wanted to. And this was my farm before I started everything else, so I could have food before I finished the crafting. Okay. Still charging. It is daytime. It's well daytime. It doesn't matter under my islands because they block out the sun. So I'm going to go breed some cows and then kill some cows. So I can get beef. Alright. No. See, you can't graze on stone. You disagree, or are you on a diet? You on a diet? You good? You're not hungry? You want to stay on the stone? You sure you want to stay on the stone? Now, where were the rest of the cattle? And I'll get sheep too. I just don't want it on the stone. Give them some privacy, they're making babies. And because I, like, do this to feed the adults, I get them to breed, I cannot, in good conscience, give wheat to the babies. Because it just seems so wrong in my head. It's like, okay, I'm gonna feed you this and it's going to make you wanna... No. So... Cow? Why are you hurt, cow? You are very hurt, cow. And... Did I not give you any? Guess not. So, cool down. And you babies stay there. I'm just going to... Why? With you cows. But I'm just going to increase the animal count around me first. And then again, I'm flying with my wings. We have baubles. It's good. It is very, very good. Me likes. Me likes. We were using airships, but found all my cows. If you were moving too fast for the server, then the airship would disappear, and they're kind of expensive. So I'm not gonna kill all the adults. But I will kill the ones closer to home. But the airships would pop, which sucked. And we also had chocobos, but they were outrunning the server too. So that was taken away. This is for undead. The shurikens. So it can do a lot of damage to undead. No damage to anything else. Alright. And I don't know if I was futzing with you guys. Sorry that you're left out. There were meteorites from Applied Energistics. That's how you get the bits and pieces to actually make stuff. Am I gonna keep on keeping on? Why are you injured? Was there one more roundabout? No. And then I circle back around and start killing off more cows. I don't care about the experience that drops. But yeah. There was like one pack of cows, and then I just kept finding more. And making more. So, so yeah, I don't just kill all this stuff. I want to make sure there's some there. And if There was a way, there was something. You got fucked up. There was a ground trap. It might have been from Pam's Craft, where you wouldn't actually have to go outside. You'd put the trap in the ground, and it depends on what bait you put in it. It might very well, like, give you beef, bones, random stuff. It was awesome, and it just needed to have 5 grass tiles around it. Like, not even full grass, just 5 grass, so you could zig and zag them, and it would be fine. It's fine. But, no. It's... There are people on this server that love creepers. I do not. Hello, hello. If you're joining, there's Wayla at the top. It'll tell you what mod I'm using. Wayla is a mod in of itself. It's what am I looking at. And then the numbers on the floor are the light overlay mod. I don't know what its name is specifically. And this is a creeper, not a creep. And that is no shit bow. It's just, yeah, it's an electrum bow. Hold on. That I enchanted. Not tinkers. Reinforced. So, electrum, electrum. But that's if you have thermal foundation, and that's gold and silver mixed together. Yeah. So if I'm in an area with a ton of mobs, like one of the roguelikes, and we're in one of those evil spawner rooms, I just go, fuck it, whip out the bow and just keep shooting. I pick a direction and I keep shooting. It works, it helps clear out a room, and we turned off, like, you can't hurt other players. So I can help clear out a room versus accidentally shooting you like I did on the other server, which is why we play with it turned off. It was not intentional. I didn't know I could hurt other players. Yeah, and apparently he would have done fine if it wasn't for the bow. And the 5 hyper-powered arrows that shot him in the back. It was not intentional. So, he has beef. I'm gonna see what happens. Because if you drop a tinker tool on lava, it bounces around. I'm going to have a highlight / snippet of that, and I'll post that on YouTube as well. I don't know what I'm going to call it. It is going to be Tinker's tools are indestructible. Let's see what happens when I throw it in here. Because I did spend a lot to make it. But I kind of don't want it, because I have horrible luck with luck. So... It took it? Oh, did I find it? Oh, shit. Hold on. Testing. And... yeah, it might not have eaten it. It could have just sank to the bottom, and it might still be fine. So what I'm going to do is... okay. I can't put those in there because it's a strong box. Can I put them in here? Yeah. I'm going to get naked. Or attempt to. I have another one somewhere. I should probably just put all the stuff over here. What I'm going to see is if I can climb into an infernal furnace, but I'm making sure I'm taking all my stuff off first. Because I've never done it before, because I've never felt the inclination to, but now I want to know if that Tinker's tool was destroyed, in which case I can tell everyone that they're not indestructible, or if it's fine and it was just sitting at the bottom faking me out. I still have to take off my gear. I don't need all this stuff, but I want to keep it anyway. All my gear. This is my skin. I do not have green eyes, but I think green eyes are cool. And red hair. I love red hair. Alright. So, I do not have red hair. And I don't shave my eyebrows, sorry. For anyone wondering, I don't wax them or anything like that. Or shave them, I just don't have any eyebrows. Oh, it stopped. I found a way to destroy Tinker. I can't get out. That's unfortunate. I did not think that through. It's fine. I'll just be trapped here for 6 minutes. I did not think that through. Right. Okay. I'll put it back. I think I have some Salus Mundus. You bastard. I found a way to destroy Tinker tools. They're not indestructible. Oh. I sank down more. Okay. That was so sad. I don't have any here. I'm still on fire. Alright. Booze. So yeah, I found a way to destroy Tinker tools. And what else was I doing? I didn't have any Salus Mundus here. That weird rainbow pastel stuff is fairy dust. And I'm gonna get dressed. And I guess kind of explain the stuff that I'm putting on as I'm putting it on. So, wings, italicized blue, baubles. And I'm shifting, so I can shift click. Shift left click, and it goes over there. So yeah, this is the different essentia that it breaks down into if I were to process it. Stop it. Okay, so Tinker's armor. Silver helmet core, steel armor plates, netherrack trim armor, and then it's blast resistance, diamond, reinforced, yada yada. You can look up Tinker's, it's really cool. I'm not doing that now. Silver chest plate. This is what I made it out of. And that invigorating gives me absorption hearts. Silver leggings, what I made it out of. Slime boots. Alright, and then putting on the rest of the stuff. So you see me getting the absorption hearts and the armor hearts. And I'm grabbing the rest of my shit. But yeah, no. So, wasn't that fun? I don't remember. Not I don't remember if it was fun, I don't remember what I was doing. Alright, it's what it does, it'll have just the recipe and you can make a blueprint of it. So you put it in there, put all the stuff you need down in the chest area. So one of each item in here, you can put like a piece of paper or a blueprint over there and it'll write it. So all you have to do is put it back in there and it'll grab all of it. So put your stuff down here, put a blueprint there, it'll fill it up by itself and shit it out. And we're gonna get dressed, get us some Salus Mundus, get back up yonder. Which one are you? Shift. This is the one that picks up. And then I never have that on me, on my hotbar at least. Shield. Trying to make sure I have everything back kind of the way it needs to be. Crusher. Fuel. And lab so that we can put the infernal furnace back. Ha! I really did not think that through. Like, at all. We're gonna take this and just put it in my storage system. Because again, I like having some of this stuff in my storage system. In case anyone else needs to scan stuff or wants to know, yada yada, blah blah blah. Sorry. And it's back! Infernal Furnace. All I needed was some Salus Mundus. You have anything for me? Now I see if I made nuggets. Sorry, the first thing that popped into my head is I'm out of the bathroom. Sorry! Poo joke. No. I did. I got beef nuggets. So, one. And I have bellows and stuff around the outside of it. Sugar. Sorry, on the edge of the infernal furnace down at the bottom, it has like little square slots. I don't know if I can show. No. Or circles, sorry, circles. And just put a bellows on it. So it's very efficient, it's very quick, and that might be why I got so many nuggets, since I only put in 8 beef and I got a nugget for every one. And I don't want to make all of them, because I still have to gather all the materials. But yeah. Still filling, don't eat that. No. Still filling up those batteries. Yeah, 150 million redstone flux thermal expansion. I will be uploading a video of how I made them, how to enchant them, and how to upgrade them, and different ways to upgrade them. It's thermal expansion. With materials used, and everything. So, tasty treat. Sounds like a dog food. Is it a dog food, or is it just like a pet food brand? Tasty treat! And so we're back up here, teleporter handheld. Also going to have a video about how to make a teleporter pad, because I needed to make one, so I could have a backup. I've not checked on the lava. It finished a while ago. Tasty treat. Or was it at the bottom? Need to disable auto collect. Book! I'm making sustainers and biz amulets for everyone. Tasty treat, regeneration. I made some. I also showed how to make them with the machine. Why am I grabbing that? And stop it. Yes, I made the potions in a machine, not the brewing stand or whatever. But it was thermal expansion? Yeah, mod. It's my favorite mod. I didn't pick it, but I picked it. No. They were using it before I got here. I just use it the most. They're used to Mechanism. They've been playing for years. They are the other people who play on this server. They are part of a game group. I will not give out their information without their permission. Trying to imagine this paragraph with all the wrong there's in it. It's entertaining to me. Like, every there's but the right one. And, no. Yes, a little bit. Was it diamond and stuff? Golden boots. Was I doing anything else with golden boots? I think I was going to use them to repair the other golden boots, which were going to be backup. So it's precious gems, right? Or precious materials. I can get a ton of lapis, and I don't use it for anything, because I have very bad luck with luck. So, do I use lapis, or how much diamond do I have? We're going to go look at stuff to throw in there. Yeah, no, things. 27, I've got 20. Well, and when I shifting, it usually pops out what it is or what it does. It won't inside this terminal because it's just information stored away right now. No. So I can get anywhere from 2 to 4 diamond per diamond ore. Depends on what I'm using. Like machine-wise, or if I made another fortune tool, or if I got somebody to break it with their fortune tool, someone who has better luck. So, and I should have enough. That should be enough for everything, actually. Back at my lab. Again, you do not Thaumcraft at home. set it in a separate area. It's like nuclear reactors. When it goes boom, it goes boom. How much do you like your stuff? So yes, I am doing this with diamonds. I feel awful doing it, but I'd rather do it like this than with not broken gear that I might be able to give to someone else in emergencies, which we haven't had. But if someone joins, then I might be able to give that to them so that they can use it. And that I can use to repair this other stuff. Not very much, actually, so we're gonna just process this and leave our diamonds alone. Our diamonds ain't hurt nobody. What'd they ever do? I have cognitio everywhere, don't I? I do. Boo. And I was getting... What else was I doing? Do I want some... I'll make more herb. Alright. Metallum? Do I... Oh, it's full. Well, why does it do that? And I turned off auto collect. Like, there's a jar right there. It's like, nah. Okay, so watching it fill up. 94, that's enough for one. With acceptable loss. I still need to make like 6 more though. So, I guess I do have to use diamonds. Yeah, this will be my second set. No, third. I finished making Paw his. So I actually do need to make this amulet. What I'm going to do is, these are applied energistics. They're from the meteors. Again, Wayla's at the top. And possibly there too, off to that little pop-up. Wrong box. Can I? No, it has to be an even number. It doesn't have to be, but if I use the oh shit shards. Quartz slivers. Be very careful when you're using a cauldron. I cannot get that automated thing to work. When you're using a cauldron, don't drop that. Because you can bulk craft, it's just if you don't have enough water, it doesn't end well. Like, I've done it to... Oh, I was supposed to take my satchel off. To where I dumped like 20 things, and when they popped out, it turned the rest of the iron into just metal or something? I don't remember. It was bad. It was bad. It was very bad. Bad. You know what I was gonna say. And so we're doing this. I did not need brass plates. I needed brass, regular brass, because we're going to be making necklaces. Might as well just drink that and drop that over. Yep. Sorry. Each. This amulets? I don't know how many more I need to make. I've made 2 sets. So that should cover everyone else. True or false? I don't need the amber right now. I can put it away. And this is a strong box. It's been enchanted with holding 4 and upgraded to the 2nd tier, which is reinforced. It's Invar, which is hardened, Invar, hardened, Electrum, reinforced, Signalum is Signalum, which is weird, and then Resonant is Enderium. This is Signalum, holding 4, same system, bigger box, and then the 4th one is the biggest box. Yeah. Okay, so we have more of that to do that stuff. And we got some of this to do this stuff. Tasty treats there, and I'll need to make more of those amulets. I can put my shield back on. Put the string away. Sorry. And yeah. I don't like doing this. I've had bad experiences because I had a bad computer and a bad connection. So for the most part, anytime I tried to infuse anything, it blew up. Like any and every time, it would blow up. Okay, so we have Desiderium. We have air. We have our treat. And our Generation 2 potion. We don't have our pickaxe. It's not done until it's done. So yeah, there's supposed to be a way to do this over. I don't know if it is actually possible. Running into this, the Thaumatorium, it can do a lot of stuff. I don't know how to make it do this stuff. Sometimes it'll pull from the filling or emptying, sometimes it doesn't. I'll put like Essentia tubes on it and put a jar attached to it, and it'll sometimes pull, sometimes not. I'll pop it, try again. Sometimes it still won't work, and I don't know if the faces are coded by then. But it'll be the same side. Okay, so we have another sustainer. We need to make another one of those Vis amulets, those things I'm using to recharge. Keep that on me. Or amulet of Vis. Vis amulet? Amulet of Vis. Vis amulet. Amulet of Vis. Huh. Okay. 50 vacuos and 100 potentia. I don't know if I have enough potentia. What are you? Have enough potentia. Don't have enough vacuos. I can make bowls. Unless I already have bowls. About them there bottles. That's 5 per. That's actually better than a bowl, isn't it? Yeah, it's better than a bowl. I was saving these to make golem eyes. I'll give it that one. So we're gonna chew this up. And then keep doing the herba thing. And we still have auto collect disabled on our satchels, just in case. There. Is it going into this one or into another one? Because that one's filling up with Terra, never mind. What's up with this herba and the Vic? Why aren't you going? I honestly don't know, and I could check it. I don't feel like it. Do I actually have a resonator on me? I do not. So what were we doing again? We're not doing that, although we don't have enough air to do it again. Vacuos, yes. We need 50 and 50 aurum. Have enough aurum. Have enough vacuos. Have enough potentia. Don't know if we laid... We didn't lay anything out. Okay. So... in the center. Getting one of all the basic ones except for Perdicio. So there's air. I need to make more ordo. No, I don't. Or not make, but find. but I'm good. Or gravy. And fitness. And a resonator. So iron plate and a quartz shard. Okay, so iron plate, another quartz, this resonator. Need to take these off when I'm doing this so I don't accidentally throw it. I had a system feeding into a recycler system. Like, I had drawers feeding to a recycler. And one of the drawers emptied, and I just clicked on it with my hand, wasn't paying attention, except for I was holding my satchel. So I ended up putting it into the drawer, which fed it through the entire system. As in, it was chewed up by a recycler, which might not have given me anything for chewing up. Possibly this many items? Sorry, I'm not sure if you can hear my pain. I like stuff, and I lost all that at one time. So again, it's pulling through the wall. I thought I had to put the jars, like, inside the formation. Apparently you don't. I don't know if it pulls through all walls. It pulls through the skystone and it pulls through stone. I don't know if there's a certain level deep it can or cannot be. Yeah, and then there's terra and other things. And then pickaxe aimed at this. The runic matrix, if shit gets real, I pop the runic matrix. Versus trying to correct everything, because there's no guarantee that I'm not lagging or that I don't lose a connection, so I'd rather pop this and hope that I actually nailed it versus trying to run around and see what went where. It's not done till it's done. Alright. We good? We cool? We gravy? So there's another set. I have to remember who else is on. Because Zed was playing. Gare. I think I know who I should give it to because they're not on very often, but I don't know if they're part of this system. They are not yet. They're not on enough to play, so they don't have time to gather resources and stuff. I'll put it in the Nocturas. Because I already went to pause it. I have not given him one. The Noctura. I'll use it as a bribe since my train situation connects to his house, like, directly. So it's like, sorry, here. But yeah, I use my redstone furnace instead of, like, the coke oven setup, which is multiple blocks. I don't like that. Or instead of the blast furnace, I use the induction smelter, I think. Don't click with something in my hand. No, I don't have a blast furnace. I don't have anything that reduces it, but I wouldn't want anything that reduces this, which takes... Hold on, what does that take? And we're waiting for just the basic colored one. Takes 4 iron plates, 4 iron bars, and a lever. And it just gives you... What was that? 4 steel nuggets from an iron? Oh, okay, I get it. Yeah, no. That's cool. But no, does it do anything better than that? Because it's giving you nugs, and if you have enough stuff... I use the energetic infuser and metallurgic, or... I don't remember, hold on. I'll go back and look, but I make steel with 2 machines. Technically 3. But I think it's more cost efficient, and it doesn't take up this much space. But I don't have this much space! He's one of the mole men in the game. They dig for fun. Literally dig for fun. And drawer system, people love the drawer system. It's very, very popular. I don't like it because I never remember where any of the stuff is. And I don't like chest for the same reason. So digital storage system. Even if I can't do anything else and we have that, I try to at least get that after the thermal expansion stuff. So I didn't drop this off. That was a bin I gave him. I will move his stuff around and see if he notices. I am not about to be attacked right now, am I? It's in the walls, or upstairs, or below me. I don't know. And teleporting. So, back home. And we did things. So, shift and hover, or hover and shift will tell you if there's something inside, which I think is handy. Sneak. Right click. It's part of my digital storage system, but I emptied my satchel into that chest. It works on machines as well, but be careful! Yeah, I've shift-clicked on a smeltery before, and all this stuff in my satchel, and it was my tool satchel. I didn't think it was possible. This stuff was just sitting in the smeltery. I'm like, oh god, oh god. It couldn't break any of it down, but the fact that that happened. Like I was playing with the Tinker's tool that you could throw in lava and it just dances around. I will post that video. It's in this stream. But you can throw it in lava and it'll just bounce around on the lava. But I put it in the infernal furnace and it disappeared. And then I got stuck. Yeah, alright. I'm trying to make sure that I have all my stuff and I keep freaking out that I don't. Still charging. So this was a chore day. We did chores. Was it train station? Yeah, it was near the train station. Which is also at his house now. The Nakadura's. I put down my lava pump. No! Demonstrated the lava pump and the ender tank and the teleporter pad. And what else did I do? Ah, the Tinker's tool dancing around on lava. I did all of that in one spot. And I'll also upload that separately. And the little highlights, in case you wanted to see one snippet or somebody was interested about one snippet, I have them separated into snippets. So you don't have to deal with all this the time. I don't remember where it was. And again, using wings. It's its own mod. There's a bunch of different wings. These are the angel wings, which are made from feathers. Everyone wanted, or not everyone, but Kitty and I wanted the fairy wings, but I couldn't find the tulips. So yeah, I have a teleporter. Ah, I did go farther. I have a teleporter pad next to it, so I could just teleport. Oh, it is connected underneath. Huh. Yeah. So, check to see if it's drawing power. If it's not drawing power, it's fine. If it is, it's still pulling. It takes from adjacent blocks, except for there's been something going on with the server. I don't know if it's because of anything I'm doing or we're doing, but yeah, it... Hold on, I will demonstrate. See, that's not a full lava block. Sorry. It's not a full lava block, and I'm going swimming in lava. I can put this in my satchel. Everything else went into the satchel. Did it? Yeah. So, yeah. It's not actually there. I don't know how this can still burn me if it technically doesn't exist, but it tries. Again, those stackable potions are from Rustic. They stack to 16. Nope, I can't grab any of it. If I futz with it enough, it'll go away though, which is confusing. Like, yeah, now it's set to empty, so if there's anything in there, it wouldn't. Now it's set to fill. Again, in case I had lava and I was clicking on something with this in my hand, I wouldn't accidentally just dump it. Like, what is this? Why is this a thing? Why are you a thing? So yeah, it's lava that's technically gone and can't be interacted with, but it'll burn your ass. Literally. Do, do. Did that fix it? Yeah, that fixed it. Touching it with another block fixed it. What? I didn't actually get to put a block in the lava to replace it. I'm swimming. It's very toasty. My toes are warm. Very rare. Yeah. So technically this diamond is mine unless somebody's like, no, you left it. But it's here and I cleared this lava out. So mine. It's if you clear out an area, that's yours. But it's not that big of a deal. Because we all have resources and we all share. I prefer to barter. You're not. Are you being good? No, you're just flowing very slowly. I prefer to barter, so if something requires you to kill something in order to get it, I'd rather go. Do you have any of this? What do you need? And go from there. Yeah, see, the lava's slowly going away. It's not actually here, but it's here. Makes perfect sense, don't worry about it. Does it? I drained a lot of lava. I'm gonna go check my... Oh, that's lava, lava, lava. No, is this a lava pool? This is honestly a lava pool. Okay. So... Pump. Coated ender tank connected to my steel tank. They're connected. I'm still fire resistant for a few more minutes. Auto collect enabled. Bump, bump, bump. And where are you flowing from? And I don't understand this pitch black darkness. It'll be like a frickin' wall of it. Won't be able to see anything. Why? Should grab that iron while I'm here. This is a silk touch tool, which means it's slower than usual, but I put redstone on it, which makes it faster. And that lava that I supposedly couldn't interact with, because it didn't exist, apparently it's just more lag, because I've got some lava besides that one in there. Are you gonna go away? Poor gold railcraft. Okay, and just follow it around back to that there electric pump. I always want to call it lava tank, because that's what I use it for. No fluid. Not pulling a charge. I'd rather not do it with... Go away! With the lava there, because it'll launch some stuff, like, freaking everywhere. Like, I'll be standing on top of something and it'll fling it 3 tiles away, and I'm like, because fuck you too. I take things personally. Not sure if you've noticed that about me, but again, lava, solid pool. That's a solid block, or at least it appears to be solid. It's not flowing. Instead of just dropping it on the solid block, I'll pop a block next to it, then drop the tank, and it'll pull all adjacent blocks. Again, speed upgrade so it can do it real good, real fast like. You don't have to babysit it, that's why I have the teleporter, because there's no telling how... Oh. Jello. There's no telling how deep the pool is, or how far it goes, whether or not it zigzags through bedrock. So, yeah, that's a thing. Okay. So, for on the go, I use torches. Once I'm set up somewhere, I use arcane lamps or amber lamps. light overlay system lets me know where it's dangerous. It's not dangerous anywhere, but I'm torching the shit out of it. There are some people who'll torch every 3 blocks. Roundabout. Got 2 minutes. Like, it's not a solid block. And there's some random light issues. Like, this is perfectly lit by nothing. And we're going through. It freaks me out. It's really, really cool, but if it corrects itself, I don't want these massively lit areas to suddenly go, oh, wait, yeah. Fuck off. Am I near a dungeon? No. I guess I'm near a ravine and I've been futzing around here long enough. No! Alright. There's more iron. And it's a 3x3 hammer. It's part of Tinker's. You can customize it. This has silk touch. I like it. I prefer silk touching because of all the machines I have. And I have terrible luck. So instead of it breaking into lapis, I've got the full block that I can process. Where is this light coming from? Is it just the redstone? I did a very bad. I did an oh so bad. I'm lost. What's the rail? Oh, okay, haha, ha. I think I know where I am now. It's on the other side of this. Yoink, somewhere. Hello? Or did I already pick it up? I did not pick it up. I'm trying to remember where I put my lava pump. Ah, because I didn't bookmark it. I'm lost. It's not the first time I was down, damn it. Which is why I dropped the teleporter pad next to it or bookmark it on the journey map, but I didn't. Because I was like, ooh, it's like over here in junk. Where's that light coming from? It's not just like glow balls from Tinker's. There's an option where you can put, I don't know what all it is, but it'll light, or it'll drop a light source every now and then for you. And automatically light an area. Look. The invisible lava is going away. Oi! Where are you? There is the diamond. Oh god. Honestly, don't remember. I pulled out a second pool, and then I was showing it. That's why I usually bookmark it. I didn't realize that it was gonna keep going. I'm one of those people that's like, fuck the dark. It's not the dark that's scary, it's the bullshit people do when they think they're being funny. In this case, people are the zombies and the skeletons and creepers. Nothing more fun than going around a corner to find a creeper standing there. Like just standing here facing the wall. Oh, hi! No. I'm not joking, they'll spawn right around the corner. just staring at the wall. As in they spawned facing you, but there's a wall there, so they're just standing there. Then you come around the corner, right there. They're, oh, hi! Fire lava, and you can see on the journey map it shows mobs and this, that, and the other. I'm hearing skelly tones. I was up here, I wasn't sure if it led out anywhere else. There's Perdicio. Alright. Thumbcraft crystals is what that was. So that's the electric pump, ender tank storage system. You can configure the satchels, sneak click, and they will or will not pull stuff up. Oh, sorry about that. That's from Devil's Carnival. Penny for a tail, for anyone who's curious. So, be right back. Sorry about that. And we're back. Yeah, I can't really turn off my phone just in case there's an emergency. So, yeah. So we should be good now. Hopefully you can hear me. Not just crazy gravy, but gravy. Alright. And what else was I doing? There's more lapis. More lava! So I'm just collecting lava to collect lava for later. There's nothing worse. And again, this stuff was, apparently it generates naturally. It was just turned off. So you had to find ways to make... I was startled. Make it. I'm not fireproof right now. I have a night vision potion on. Or I drank a night vision elixir. Ah. Alright, it won't kill me, but it will hurt. And I won't like it. Probably demonstrate. Set this to lava tank. Set. This frequency is now lava tank. It is private. I can teleport to it because I set it. Ah. So I jumped in the lava. It hasn't gone through my shielding yet. It's working on it. It's through my shields. My shields keep recovering. Yeah, so jumping in lava won't kill me. I just don't like it. So, yeah. I've got the runic shield plus 3. So together, that makes 6. It's like half a heart each. So each one is half a heart, and I've got 6, so that's 3 hearts. And then from the chest plate, I have Invigorating from Pig Iron, which kind of gives you Absorption or whatever it's called. So there's more levels it has to go through. So it takes a lot to kill me. But I'm easy to... I have no reflexes or combat skills. If I fall in lava, I'm not going to try to dump water to defend myself because I know I'll end up either picking up the lava or dumping the water in the wrong spot and then being just screwed. So I'm like, am I safe? I'm good enough? If I'm not good enough, then I'm going to have to run out and look for water. But yeah. Like I have baubles and I'll like dump water somewhere else if I've calmed down and gotten away from the lava. But I panic first and then like react later, which is really, really bad. So yeah, again using stone torches, it's literally cobblestone to make 4 stone sticks, and then you treat those stone sticks like regular sticks, and you can put a coal or charcoal on top and it'll make a stone torch. Which is great for mining. It's also from Tinkers. Yeah. So, do I have cobblestone to demonstrate? I do not. Can I make cobblestone to demonstrate? I can. So, because I've got stone sticks in my inventory already in one of my satchels. Stone rods, sorry. Did not mean to hit that one. No. Stop touching. I made a bunch because I'd used up everything. Everything! I use charcoal because I can mass produce logs from inside my home. Oh look, torches on the go. So you can pop coal blocks and you can make sticks from cobblestone and you're good. Alright. And then that was the one that I threw in the infernal furnace. Nothing can destroy tinkers. Not lava, oh, I just did. I wasn't trying to. I just thought it would bounce out. Or, like, sink somewhere I wanted to see. I wanted to give myself an excuse to jump into the infernal furnace. And if you have tinkers, you can get blood by putting in zombies. Zombie flesh? Yeah, zombie flesh. Or meat. There's someone in our group that the way they prefer and the way they're used to now, even though they never played modded before, is they'll strip off all their gear and jump in naked to get blood in their tinker setup. I was like, but you lose levels doing that. They don't care because they're a diggy mole person too. So they easily get them back. So, yeah. They weren't really big on enchanting. We did have immersive engineering, and they loved the quantum suit. They had night vision goggles, this, that, and the other. They loved it! And yeah, when they got mods, they went big with mods. And they had a friend join the server and make them a nuclear reactor, and this, that, and the other. But yeah, and they liked exploring. They go obnoxiously far. Everyone's like, we put in new mods and we were told to go out farther than we've gone before. Just search. Just go off and explore. We need to find... It was... the animation? Elixir of animation or something like that? For like a flying mod, it has brooms and carpets. I don't remember what the name of the mod is. I don't know if it's just flying carpets because there was brooms in there. And we couldn't find it. They're like, you have to go out. It has to spawn in new dungeons. Except for she'd explored almost everywhere already. They're like, no, she hasn't explored here. And I'm like, if you say so. But yeah, I'm just... You heard me! Yeah, no, it won't kill me. I just don't want to make it a habit of going, oh, this looks like fun. Because it doesn't. At all. And... plop, 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 plop. again, you can pick it up, no frequency, you have to set it again, and you can reuse the names in there, but if you take a frequency or use a frequency that's being used by another teleporter, I don't know if it takes that frequency from that teleporter, and this becomes the teleporter pad with that name, or if they just both have the name. I think it takes over as the one with that frequency. Excuse me. So if you're using teleporters from Mechanism, be careful that you don't accidentally, and please don't, well, you can, sorry, troll people on your servers if that's what your servers are for, but we don't do that here. Yeah, don't steal someone's home teleporter for giggles. So, teleporter down, frequency set, power on the energy cell, which is inside of it, and bookmarking. And press B. And go into my journey map, look at my waypoints. Add others. I'm sorry, what? Okay, I thought it was like another tank, another pool next to me. I did get excited. But yeah, some people do not allow journey map for this reason. You can see, not like resources and stuff, you could see water, you could see lava, you could see mobs, friendly or otherwise. Golems don't show up on this though. Minecraft golems do, they're green or friendly. I think your pets do, like wolves and stuff. But the Thaumcraft golems do not show up on it. Otherwise, I might find my babies. Oh, okay. So, I'ma go home. Apparently it's raining outside. And check my tank. Yeah, I've been pulling a lot of lava, but I'm not using it. So, the way these steel tanks work... Yeah, no, okay, no. With the digital storage system, it doesn't register millibuckets, it only registers buckets. So this is 18,816 millibuckets. If this was attached to my digital storage system, it would register as 18,816 buckets. If it was filled. So, to demonstrate. Iron tank, 4 million. Millibuckets, not buckets. Fluid terminal, 4,000 buckets. 3961 3,961.60.934 buckets versus 3,960,934 millibuckets. So it only registers buckets. Don't know if you can change it. Don't want to. I like it. So I'm coming up on tree oil, which is my main fuel source now. Even though I'm processing it and burning it. And what else is, while I'm here, I could... Looking for stuff to put in a dynamo. Fuel catalyzer, increased efficiency, more energy is produced, but I don't know if that just means a slow burn. This increases power generation, which means it burns it faster. So it'll mow through it. But I kind of do need all the power right now. Once I don't need it anymore, it'll be a non-issue, but... Silver. Yeah, induction smelter. Oh, ran out of sand. See, I've got 871 sand in there. If I made rails again, which I'm not going to do today because I'm burnt out on it, remove the shield, sneak, and right click. Shield. It's set to auto pull from the top. And it's gonna finish with that iron, then I've got the silver, it's making more slag, I've got that slag. I'm gonna put these seeds inside the crusher so it can make more biofuel. I'm going to process the silver afterwards. Yeah, everything's running kind of meh because I've got 3 energy cells that I showed how to upgrade. They're thermal expansion. They hold 150 million redstone flux each. And they're portable. You can pop it, you can configure the sides to output. Blue is input, orange is output. You just, I think it's just left click on them, right? Yep. Just left click on it. That one dumped a little bit when I shipped it over, and the other ones were dumping when I first set them down, because the default configuration is the bottom is always output. I don't know why. But everything else is input, and then the bottom is output. So, processing, 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 processing. Give, take, I take. And what did I just do with it? Okay. Bottles, I don't know how many bottles I have in there. I like having copies of everything. There's glass panes because I was making all those tanks. This is not a basic tank. I am dog beef, barber, la lava. I'm going to put the lava in there. And I've put the reservoirs and the tanks inside the interface, and it didn't strip them. I'm not going to do it with the holding 4. I'm going to try to verify though, because there are some mods that if I pass this through, it only puts 1 bucket in there though, which is weird. Thought it did more, but I can use it like a bucket, fill it up, empty it. But it doesn't strip it of its enchantments, doesn't strip it of its upgrades. So it's, I'm happy with that. Do not make the cement recipe or the rail tie recipe from the same mod, Railcraft. It will eat your, I don't know why it does that though. It's just the way it's configured. Do not put your bauble or your tank inside of the rustic brewing barrels either. It'll strip it down to basic. Which is fine if you have something basic and you're cool with using it. Okay. So, I was like, do I have one? Yes, I have a face full of iron door too. So, the baubles, or the reservoirs, are upgradable. This is a basic one. Holds 10,000 millibuckets, or 10 buckets. This says holding 4 on it, and it's at the second tier, it holds 270,000. I've already shown how to, I will probably make a video showing how to make more of the bauble stuff. But these can only hold 8 buckets at a time. And I don't know if I can just, nope, won't let me. But it won't strip it because it only has space for 8. So, I think I have buckets in here. I had. Oh, there's a dropper. It's gonna be slow as fuck though. 1 little, 2 little, 3 little inches. Holds 1 bucket, and it doesn't have to be a full bucket, it can hold a partial. Take the rest. 8. For a second I was scared that I used the wrong one. Yeah, I was like, I just stripped it. Yeah, I didn't realize I was stripping it until much later. I just realized that I kept getting my friend's portable tank in my inventory because we were swapping equipment back and forth. It's not what was happening though, apparently. Sad. Sad show how to do it with the fluid transfer since I'm talking about it. Might as well. And again, Whalers up at the top shows you what I'm using, what mod it's from. Alright, so set it to empty. Mode fill. Fill the bottle. Fill it. You bastard. Yeah, I should have put it there first and then done it. That was my bad. My bad. That was my bad. I don't think this will strip it. Empty. Empty bottle. Fill. Come on. I was doing it with one of these machines. Guess it wasn't that. Which one was it? That's so weird. Could have sworn it was that, because it was so much faster. And I just dumped the bottles in there and it would empty them for me. Which is super spiffy. Oh, so spiffy. Alright, so putting these bottles back, and it stopped processing those beetroot seeds? Beet seeds? Beatboxing bros? Alright. Let's go. That one was full. I don't know how good or bad these wines are going to be. I don't pay much attention. And I think there should be 18 there now, right? Yeah. Oh, 16. Wow. My math. So good. So good, my mathing. How many's in here? 10. So it was 16, not 18. And going back to the droppers. There are faster ways to do this. I don't remember what they are. I haven't done this in a while. I'm the only one I know who makes the booze. But any game we play, I either make food and or booze. I don't know why. But yeah, so... So I've got them all going. If the wine's bad, I give it to Kitty and I will teleport to her house and show my collection of shameful wines, I guess. And putting that there. Our lava tank is off. Lava tanking, or lava pump is off. Electric pump is gathering lava, which is why I call it a lava pump, lava dump. Kitty's dungeon. She always sets up in a dungeon or near a dungeon. And she'll fix the dungeon. Alright. Yeah. Yeah, anything below 0.5 is poison, but she loves that effect. So I give it to her. And it's a roguelike dungeon. She usually finds one and she'll fix it up. Like all the parts that are missing, she'll replace them. This is her ender spawner room. So if you need ender pearls, you can just teleport to her house. We all have teleporters. You teleport here, pop a couple of torches, just when they spawn, look up at them, they come to you. She's got hideouts so that you can hide and attack while staying safe. There's one there. One here. So it's an Enderman farm. Yeah. And it's the roguelike dungeons. You don't pop the spawner, you just torch it. What else? And now I'm going to the lava tank to pick it up. Again, don't go based on... It's an ender tank, so it's feeding into other tanks. I go based on, is it pulling power? It's not pulling power, then I'm good. If it was still drawing power, even if it said no fluid, if it's still pulling power, it's still drawing fluid. It's just disappearing. Now we've got this bullshit again. Hold on. It's like if it disappears when the chunk unloads, or it might be one block somewhere else. We're swimming, we're swimming, we're swimming. Grumble, grumble, grumble. Oh, hello. I hope that wasn't anything that I'd want to keep. And now it's going down by itself. Because it wasn't actually there. Are you gonna go down or do I have to poke at you? Oh, and then it stopped. You guys are dicks. Which one was it? That one? And that one? That's not quite it. Not drawing. Like, it'll go away eventually, but until then, it's annoying me. Like, I'm not pulling my lava right. I know how to pull my lava. I haven't gone to the nether in days. Weeks. I haven't gone to the nether in weeks. No, days. Yeah, because when I came back, I had to go retrieve my pumpkins. Which was fun, because I didn't have any of my bookmarks. Yay! uh, Alright. So there's this, that, and the other teleporters. I did make a teleport pad. I will post that as a highlight or separate that as a highlight, whatever. And also post it to YouTube on how to make a teleporter pad with mechanism. Because that's what I do. It's, if you don't have JEI, I've never played vanilla Minecraft, so I don't know how you normally do stuff besides Googling it. And if you Google something, I don't like it when there's a 5-minute video of somebody talking that they're not showing you the thing that you went there. It's an instructional video that doesn't give you the instructions on what to do, except for 10 seconds. No, this is me playing, doing chores, and rambling on. And then for the important bits, if you didn't want to watch the stream, or if you enjoyed the stream but you wanted clarification on something, then that's what the highlights are for. And again, digital storage system, applied energistics 2. I wouldn't be able to function without this. We have not killed the end dragon. We don't play to complete a game. We find a game and then go, oh, we live here now. Which is fun for me. I tried playing Ark with a friend who apparently I managed to find all of his triggers because I just played with the mods he had, and I built my house and I built him, like, there's a dive suit and some other stuff, and I just pumped up my defense and my animal's attack, so nothing could kill me, which pissed him off somehow, because I don't do combat, so I wasn't fighting anyway. But if anyone knew how to play the game, they could kill lots of things very quickly with my creatures. I could not. I had no idea how to use it. Yeah, so. And all the mods. Layla, thermal foundation. I make this with regular slag and tree sap. I don't know if I have some regular Fido grow. I do have lots of slag. I need the tree sap, or just the sap. Don't have to go all the way in. Alright, fluid transposer. And all the stuff I do, I try to do with machines because I am a moose. I will keep the glass bottle, but what did I pull out? I thought I pulled out a potion. That's not how you make it. Sorry. I was like, wait a second. No, it's Phytogrow. It's charcoal powder. Not coal. Pulverized charcoal, not coal. Niter. I don't remember how I made this specifically. We'll make Phytogrow. And then I shift left click and it draws out as like a stack at a time, as many as I can make, a stack at a time. I ran out, not a full stack. That works with a lot of things. Don't do it with everything. You might lose something important. Ah, baubles and tanks. Sorry. Reservoirs and tanks. I keep calling them baubles. Yeah, it's set to auto pull and auto eject from the top. Fill it with sap. It'll turn the Phytogrow into rich Phytogrow. And then with the rich Phytogrow, I put it in the energetic infuser and it'll turn it into fluxed Phytogrow. And then with the fluxed Phytogrow, I can make blaze powder, all the logs I want. I can get multiples of saplings if I didn't have them. Seeds, stuff like that. And I think that might be it for today. Gonna leave one in there. I didn't realize those are in there. If someone doesn't want something, I gave almost everyone on the server one of these ender chests. And the stuff they don't want or care about, like if they don't plan on doing Thaumcraft, they'll send me the Thaumcraft stuff. So, I don't know what else you can do with these, other than gain knowledge. I love gaining knowledge. I like learning. I like learning in real life too. I just don't retain information very well, or, yeah. No, I learn stuff. I enjoy learning stuff. I am a fount of random information. It's not all practical, though. So. Over 7,000 buckets. Lava. But, yeah, no. I think my biggest tank is the one downstairs. I don't know how much it holds, though. Off to the side. Oh, come on. 41,000 buckets, 472, or 41,472 buckets is how much it can hold. It's not got anything in there yet, because it keeps getting processed too quickly. I'll fix you! Sorry. Grab some of that Phytogrow. Yeah. Multiplier. It'll produce 4 times more sap now, or resin, to be processed into tree oil. Just for as long as it can burn it. I don't know how many ticks it lasts, but it, yeah. It's a nice, slow, steady process. Just, we're shift clicking, left clicking, dragging. And we're just gonna put, because I don't know why I have to be an asshole about this, but I don't want these to just fill up with power. That's not what they're there for. Although I am coming up on tree oil, as you saw in the other steel tank. The one that had like 3 million millibuckets. That doesn't have a, like, really trippy times 4 like that. Just talking about it. So it's producing 4 times more. Yeah. So this tank should be filling up with sap when this is all processed. These have to fill up first, though. Resin, not sap. It has to fill up with resin. And then makes my tree oil. It said water flows. Is there a frickin'... I keep getting squid spawning in random... I don't know why. Like, this spot for my aqueous accumulator, it's kind of a water generating machine. Squids will spawn there, they die. And here, the little pond I have, I expanded it because a squid spawned in here and I felt real bad. There's a door there. What was it? They've spawned in the aqueous accumulator down there, or near it. It's not just the machines, because they spawn in my irrigation little paths. I don't know how or why. I figured there'd be a height thing, but they'll spawn in a 1x1. They'll also die in the 1x1, but they'll spawn there. Just checking to see if there was one. Where did you go? I thought I saw you. Where did you go? I heard you. Oh, there you go. I found this and outside of somebody's house. They said they just killed them. And I was like, why? I don't know if I've ever traded with one before. I found this one, so I found it, pokeballed it. It's a morb. And brought it home. Traded with it till it was friendly, because I wasn't sure what order it had to be in, because I've never really name tagged anything. I've never had a reason to. I don't even name tag my satchels, which locks it from other people, I think. I don't remember if it was a name tag or not. Hold on. Nope, it's a lock. Signal and security lock. There was something that you could use a name tag on. It might have been a key for the drawer system, but I never use name tags. Like, I always find something better than the drawer system, for me. Disclaimer. No. So I need to charge my handheld. These batteries are still charging very, very slowly. This was the first one on, and the rest of them I hadn't configured them yet. And then this one, when I was testing, I accidentally dumped some. Alright, so charging my handheld. It's usually very fast, but again, I've got 3 different batteries that are at less than 100 million redstone flux trying to charge right now. What else was I doing? I was going to... I guess I'm not replanting that if I'm not here. I have the golems farming the ironwood trees, and then I make the booze down here. It's probably... no, some of it might be finished. Yeah, that's 0.5, so that barely passes. 0.7, that's amazing. 0.3, that goes to Kitty. 0.5. Alright, so that wasn't bad. Alright, 0.7, 0.5, then not fly over. God, she lives 11 kilometers from spawn, and I'm 6 kilometers from spawn in the other direction. Not flying over there again. Yes, I said again. I've had to a couple of times. The same day. Okay, so going to her place. She's one of the people currently playing Ark more than anything else. And there are some people playing Star Citizen. Keep wanting to say StarCraft, but no, not this time. It's been a while. Go to my lab to drop off the silver wood. And again, I use Ender storage for everything. I love it. I have a satchel on me. It's coded cyan, black cyan. So when something comes in here, so that it doesn't just fill up, I have it underneath. There's item ducts, signal and plated item ducts. There's no power involved, but those were the item ducts. I turned all my item ducts into that. There's a servo attached to this end to pull from this chest over to this one, so it all goes in here. And I have something similar downstairs in my house for the garbage can because, yeah, when someone's sending you like 15,000 cobblestone, you don't want it to just sit there in the chest until you get to it. And both of the chests on my digital storage system have import buses on them. Import bus, import drives, import thingies that make it to where they get drawn from. Yeah, so we're back home in our lab. The lab's above the home because you don't play with Thaumcraft at home. So I'm slightly off from where I live. In the sky. So if something happens, I can literally just jump off the edge and I'll be fine. I got bouncy boots. Even if I don't have wings, I've got soulbound bouncy boots. So yeah, just above my home. But I'm also underground. If anything bad happens up there, I come down here. Something bad happened down here. I've never seen a thaumic slime before. No one had ever talked about them. I was coming down when my character had one of those, like, spewing from all ends. Oh wow, that's not good. Flux incidents. And then there's a giant purple slime bouncing around. I pokeballed it. But yeah, I'll be playing with that on a different, I guess, video or clip. I'll upload those to YouTube. I also upload the highlights in case you wanted to quick Google search something. Yeah. So if you didn't want to use Twitch, you can use YouTube. I also have a Twitter. I have all the it's someone inside. That's me. If you're like me, you're also an insider, or a hermit is another term. Unless you're really outgoing. I've been told I'm very, very friendly, which is news to me. I've also been told I'm intimidating, which is hilarious. Sorry. Yeah, I'm a wuss. I just have, what's it called? Resting bitch face. Yeah. No. And that should be it. I think we're done. I showed how to make thermal dynamic energy cells. I kept forgetting what I was doing. I lost my lava pump a couple of times. I showed how to... It wasn't on this one, it was on a different stream. Showed how to connect a satchel for the ender system to something else. Again, at the top, that's Wayla. Numbers on the bottom. Light overlay mod. I don't actually know if that's what it's called. I should check that out. And these are the mods. I've also posted this as its own separate thing, just in case you were curious. Just scrolling through. And gravestone mod, you die, you leave a light level overlay. Reload, okay. You die, you leave a gravestone, and all your stuff will be in that gravestone unless there's like a backpack, the external backpacks that you have on you, which I think might be its own mod. Wearable backpacks. Yeah, that will be on top of your grave or below your grave. Depends on how and where you died. I don't know what I thought that was. Sorry. It was the sign coupled with the green. I don't know why. I thought it was a... What was it? A Spriggan? From frickin' Elder Scrolls? Not the Spriggan from Twilight Forest. Mod pack for Minecraft. I don't know why my mind went there. I might be tired, so... Yeah. Stream's over. I'm just someone, that's it. Someone inside if you're looking. It's with a Z. But I'm just someone. I have a YouTube channel and I'm posting videos there too. I'm not going to tell you to like and subscribe. If you like it, you'll like the video or add it to your list and recommend it to other people. If you like my videos, you'll subscribe. I'm not going to tell you to. And I hate it when people open their videos with like and subscribe. That's like, pay me, you might enjoy it later. Or pay me, I promise it'll be good, it'll be worth it. No. Sorry. Personal, I guess, pet peeves? I don't know. So if you tell me to like and subscribe at the beginning of your video, I won't. If you say it at the end, I'm more likely to go, did I like it? I did like it, or it wasn't total shit, I'll do it. Yeah, so. Anywho, I'm someone inside. If you need to find me, I'm in the same spot. I don't go anywhere. And if you enjoyed, yay! If you have anything you want to ask me or tell me or want me to point out, hopefully I'll be able to make videos for it. But lots of different mods. Lots. But bye. Yep. This is someone leaving. That's it.